What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, I'm not a person that does celebrity gossip or trending news. I'm number one, I'm not that untalented. Some people on YouTube do that. I don't. I believe that when I do things, there's a purpose for it. And especially in the Black manosphere community, which is who I'm talking with. I want to talk about the unfairness that this system has towards men, inclusive of African American men. And we're seeing that with this whole, if we could call it it looks like a conundrum almost, where this shit is circular, it goes going nowhere. And it's just an issue with this difficult situation with Dr. Dre and Nicole Young. There's always a problem in this divorce. Now, divorces are typically difficult, and there's a lot of bullshit that goes into the context of a divorce, but this is irregular. There's constitutive problems, right? And all of these, if you will, allegations of certain harmful statements or these situations of contention against Dr. Dre, it's all coming from Nicole Young. All right? All of these things are coming from him. Although they are bereft of proof. Bereft of proof. We don't know, she's saying these things about the guy. She's saying that he's abusive. She's saying he did this. He has all these ladies. And despite all of that, all of these are defaming the character of the guy with no actual proof, which happened in civil court with a restraining order. Now, she alleged that he's been threatening her, doesn't want her to text or call her. Says that Dr. Dre wants to up the ante and is threatening her to keep her mouth shut. But the judge feels that there's insufficient evidence to prove that. What does insufficient mean? There is not enough evidence to show or prove, or there is no evidence that Dr. Dre is doing these things. In other words, well, you can't prove it. And if there's insufficiencies in anything, and if there is an allegation of that, if it's insufficient, you don't have enough evidence to prove it, or you're lying. In Nicole Young's situation, in this conundrum of a divorce, what have we seen multiple times? Lie after lie after lie. And I'm only saying this because every allegation that has been positioned, there's no proof to it. There is proof that she stole $400,000 from a business account. And ever since that allegation has been out, there's been more allegations and allegations and allegations. However, what is true, what can be proven, is that women in the American society can leverage lies, false claims against men all the time without any proof, without any evidence. Yet there is nothing that deals in the covenant of American society that punishes women for such actions. There's no punishment. There's no restitution for such allegations against men. Where is the retribution here? And women know this. Women know that they can do all of these things, yet never get tried for it. For example, a guy sent me a story I'm going to cover that was on Instagram. A woman signed his name on the birth certificate to get welfare benefits. The man is not the father at all. Okay? The man is in a fight in this case. He's now broke because of it. $30,000 in back child support. The woman signed his name without his permission, and he is paying child support. The woman even lied and said the reason why I signed his name was because I needed money for my kid. So she is falsifying. This is fraud. What is the definition of fraudulent? Fraud means what? Wrongful, cheating, swindling, artifice, embezzlement, imposture, skullduggery, underhanded. These things, and if you do this and you put you against the government, this is like actually at least a state crime. To put a man's name on something that's not his, yet he has to pay for it. So this woman has made this man go to court, facing jail sentences, facing a $30,000 bill. The lady has admitted, hey, I signed this guy's name for the fact that I needed money for the kid. But there's no retribution for that. The guy is fighting for his life all the time. Now, it's not the same exact situation with Dr. Dre, of course. But when we analyze what's going on, the systemic problem that arises in this situation is, and it is systemic, is that there are unfair practices towards innocent men. How many men are in jail or in prison because some woman said he did something and they didn't do it, and when you found out that she lied, oh well, sorry. The woman goes scot-free. Nothing happens to her. She's allowed to even go back and leverage more lies. Lie after lie after lie after lie, ruining these guys' life, ruin black men's life. And where's the compassion for innocent men? This is what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about, and Brother T.I., I believe, is going through a similar event, which will come out that many of these things are false. T.I. in the last 2 months has been automatically ruined. Nobody wants to touch him. Nobody wants to go to his podcast. His reality show is over. For all intents and purposes, his whole career right now is over. Nobody wants to deal with T.I. because of all of these things leveraged against him. All of these things leveraged against him. And the situation is that it's totally fine. Want to ruin this guy's life? Just say anything. The man will lose his business. Now, in the case of insufficient evidence, what should happen that if the law was true, the law would understand that these practices created by women in the behavior of skullduggery should be met with great force to say, if you can't prove that this is the case, you're going to jail, you're going to get a felony, you're going to jail. That would stop it. But no, because women can ruin you not even in the court of the law, but in the court of public opinion. Because the court of public opinion can cost you business. It can cost you money. And it's just not fair. Then you wonder why these guys don't want to get married anymore. Now you wonder why guys don't want to have kids anymore. Now you're wondering why guys don't want to have families anymore. Because why? A woman can say anything about a guy, lie, cheat, get into dumb behaviors, and for that guy, it's for God's sake, his life is ruined. And women have an unfair advantage in the system, yet complaining about things like feminism, yet complaining about things about, unequal rights. Women have what? They have all of the rights. Not all of the rights. Men have nothing. If you want to be honest about it. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. back at it again. To another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, guys, thank you really for all that you do. And as you know, the before remains an all-time high. Check out the Patreon, guys. First comment to the top. Comment pinned to the top. I'm out.